there was a bunch of members. And tell us about what's the story behind that, man.
Yeah, originally we were like five in the group. Over like a couple of months after, a couple of guys had to leave. Several personal reasons. Tapos, Beamboy, even Beamboy wasn't with the original group at first. He came in around 2019. Essentially, we were five. Then a couple of months after, a couple of guys had to leave, like I said. And then another two entered to replace them. Even at one point, we were actually six. With one of my friends from Sibagat also came from Manila, came back. John Amor, Johnny Love.
Johnny Love.
He joined the group in the middle of the recording of the first album called the Songs for Radio album. He was able to catch up to. He was able to make it as we were finalizing the record. Pero yun na nga, even John himself also had to leave. So. Ultimately, we became four. So many people coming in and going. Eventually, it was just me, Beamboy. Then, at one point, it was Mark. But then, turns out this band, this rock and roll thing, is really not for everybody. and we're not even a full-blown, full-fledged. We're not even a full-time band because everybody has. Their day jobs. So
sure,
you can only imagine if we were to do it full time, it would have been 2 or 3 times more stressful, right?
Yeah.
So Beamboy came in 2019, I think. Tapos this year alone, we had like 4 different drummers. Ultimately, we had to. It was Jonas who came in, and he fits the group attitude-wise, and he's a very He's different from all the others in that he has this very fresh approach to the band. In that he's very passionate about the songs that we've our songs. Sometimes he's even more passionate than I am. He'd even ask after I asked him because he joined the band around July, I think, and we had like a couple of gigs in Cebu. We had to ask him to play to practice songs like. In a couple of weeks, we asked him to practice like 7 songs, and he was able to master it. And then afterwards, he even asked me if we can add like 2 or 3 more songs to the playlist. So that impressed me. That tells me that he's really into this. So ultimately, we're now a 3-piece, and for better or for worse.
That's a great story. I mean, it reminds me of Matt Cameron filling in for Pearl Jam back in the 2000s. He had to learn a lot of songs for a tour, right? Yeah. So
Cameron, he did not expect himself to. He didn't expect himself to find himself in the band like 20 years, onwards. He's still with the band. It turns out Pearl Jam's the band he's been with the most, right?
True.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll still be around after 20 years, but
Tell us about what's the name of your drummer again? I didn't catch that earlier.
Jonas.
Jonas, right? So Jonas brother, right? Jonas has been a fan of the group's music of the Balls Breakers.
Yeah, it's like a John Frusciante.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I'm just assuming that he's a fan, but he told me that. When I first met him, he told me that he has been a fan of the band for a while, and he even already knows how to play like 1 or 2 songs. And I'm hoping that he's not just pulling my leg or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's what he says.
There you go. So
I hope he's here to attest to that. But he's in school now. He's actually 21 years old.
He's 21.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Young enough to be Beamboy's grandchild.